Hi guys, how are you? Hi guys, how are you? Hi. Right, we've got some difficulties. Can you hear me now? Right, no worries. 2 seconds. I have to mute myself somehow because I can hear myself talking. Out. Alright, I'm not sure what's happening because I can hear myself twice. That never happened to me. So I've got my headphones. 2 minutes, guys. Sorry about that. Yeah, no, I turned it off for you guys so you cannot hear the echo. But I can hear it in my headphones. It's alright now. Can you hear me good? I just had to mute my sounds for today. I'm gonna sort it out for the next stream. Because I had some music on and I thought I could listen while working on the pins, but next time. So how are you? How was your day? I was working today, so I'm a bit tired, but we can still do the stream. That's fine. I'm never too tired for art. So what I'm currently working on is the series. It's called a Phantasmal series. It's enamel pins. So I got like a rough colors of my pins here, and I'm using this color guide. It's like a Pantone solid color guide. These things are hell expensive anyway, so I'm gonna be using this and I'm gonna try to find the correct colors for my pins, just because I need to send them out tonight or tomorrow morning for manufacturing, so these all have to be ready. I've already paid for them. I just need to send the files over. So I've got these three colors. I was putting a voting on my Instagram, and it was basically and deciding between, wait, let me show you. I'm gonna copy this, and we were deciding between a white color and a gray. Let me find my color book here. And it was regarding these inner colors. So basically these are gonna be glow in the dark, so all the bones and the candle, everything's gonna be glow in the dark. I'm not gonna be selecting all of them, just to like give you an example. And it was this color, so this was the lightest I could find. It's like similar to beige, but it's not beige, it's like grayish. But I don't think it looks very good with the pin. So you all voted for white one, so that's what we are gonna go with anyway. And I think it's gonna be better anyway for the bone. It's gonna like stand out more. White is better, yeah, thank you. And all of you voted for the white on all three of them, so I think there was like 11% voting for the gray and 80% for the rest, so 89, sorry. So yeah, we are gonna go with the white. And just to show you what I'm actually sending to my manufacturers and how that works when I'm sending off my files for a quote. So this is what I'm usually sending to my manufacturer. So this time I had the back of the pin with my logo on it. That's basically gonna be like a back stamp. Then this is the pin, so I'm giving them example of how it's gonna be looking, how big it's gonna be, and then the plating. For this one we are gonna have black plating, which is something I haven't done before. I've got pins with rose gold, I've got pins with gold, and I've got silver pins, and this is the first time I'm gonna be using black nickel plating. So all the outlines should be pretty similar to what you can see on the screen. It's gonna be black. And I think the artwork with this one's gonna stand out much better than if it was like silver. And then this is gonna be the glow in the dark effect. My OBS hides it a little bit with the chat. Let me just move it. So this is gonna be the glow in the dark effect. So it's gonna be inside the candle itself, then the bones, and then the skull. And originally I kind of wanted these, I don't know if you can see it, like the fire effects. I wanted these to glow in the dark, however it's just not possible because this is a screen print method, which means they are gonna screen print the color on top of the enamel. So these are not possible to be glow in the dark, so it can be only colors that are like outlined with a line. So it's gonna be these, but I think it still looks pretty good. The skull and the bones are perfect for the glow, and the candle, I think it's kind of okay instead of the fire. But yeah, so this is what I'm sending to my manufacturer when I'm asking for a quote. Here you can see these little dots, that's where the little pins are gonna be, where you just poke them through your shirt or backpack or whatever. So this is the placement. Usually the manufacturer then place it themselves because they kind of know the specific place where they can place it. But I just give them like a rough idea. These are gonna be mini pins, so they are gonna be around 2.4 centimeters small, so they are just tiny. So they cannot have like two pins or two sides just to kind of hold it in place. And they cannot have my logo back stamp because it would be too tiny and it wouldn't be readable. But yeah, so this is the file, and I'm working with these three colors. So I decided I'm gonna go with the blue one because obviously I love blue, so I cannot go without a blue pin. Then I really love this like toxic green color. It kind of reminds me of Jellycat from World of Warcraft. I'm gonna show you. Yeah, so it reminds me of this one. Obviously it's not this cat, but it's very similar because of the color. So that's what this one reminds me of. And then the purple one. I also had like a pink version and gray version. Like blackish pink, gray blackish version, but I think it was too dark. I just like at least a little bit of color in my art, so that's what I went with. And it's gonna be 60 pieces each, so that means I'm gonna have 180 pins together like in a set. So yeah, so I'm just gonna move this in my Illustrator. And I'm gonna work with these three colors. I've got a rough idea already of the Pantone color I wanna go with, but I kinda wanna match it as close as possible to the original art. I think I did a pretty good job already matching it, but I just wanna double check everything, triple check before sending it to manufacturer, because these things are pretty expensive to order. So I just want to make sure everything's right. I also have to fix these colors, just because I realized the screen print, which is the flame effects, are actually going to be different color from the body. So I need to find my color in the Pantone book for this. And yeah, so we can get started. I'm gonna start off with this one, and straight away I can see that this one's a tiny bit lighter, so let me just make a couple of swatches here, using I don't even know how this is called, eyedropper. And I'm gonna just swatch all these colors, and then I'm gonna color match them in a Pantone. So these are at the minute these are in RGB, which is basically like a color scheme for monitors and stuff. And what I need to do, I need to match it to what's called a Pantone solid coated color, which is something that the manufacturer uses. So all the manufacturers I'm working with, they've got this color guide, and basically each of the colors, I'm gonna show you close up, each of the colors has like a perfect formula to how to mix the colors, so they don't have like a mismatched color or anything. So that's the dark one, and then I've got these. Originally I actually had these the same. 2 seconds, I'm gonna mute my phone. So originally I had these matched with the body, but I think I'm gonna make it a little bit lighter than the body, just so it kind of stands out. You can see here I've got very dark colors on the tail and stuff, and it really stands out. And then this one is for the bones, so actually we won't really need this one, that's just white. And then one more thing, so I've got my glow in the dark here, and this one's gonna be blue, so that's gonna be glowing blue. This one's gonna be glowing green, so ignore the previews. Actually picking the colors of the glow as well, and this one's gonna be blue. They haven't got any like purple glow, so I'm gonna go with blue for this one. They also have yellow. I was thinking if I should use yellow for this one, but then I was like, no, I'm gonna use the green one. And I don't know if you know, but if you have an official Illustrator purchased, let me close this. If you have official Illustrator or Adobe programs purchased, they don't have the Pantone colors anymore. However, what I did, I exported my color swatch from the old versions. So if I go to my colors here, where is it? You've got your library of your colors, so you can choose any library. And basically I exported my color swatches and I saved them. So my Illustrator has all of these, even though the newer versions don't have them anymore, so I can still use them. Basically what happened there, Pantone I think just wants people to pay for these swatches, but I use them so little that it's really no point for me to pay for these, so I just exported them. Right, so we've got the light one and the dark one, and what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna align it just next to the body, and I'm gonna try to go through the color swatch and just match it as close as possible, even though I think this one is pretty close already, so I don't think I need to change anything changing here. But maybe the body is a little bit too dark, so I'm gonna keep this one. I'm happy with this one, but this one needs a little bit lighter. So what I originally had, it's a color undercoat 318. So this is basically, let me show you, 318 on my Pantone book. So you will basically find your color in the Pantone book. I don't know if the camera is gonna capture it. And then they've got the formula. So once you pick it on your screen, they will then go in the color swatch and they will mix exactly the color you want. So this is really good because it kind of avoids, let's say you picked a color and then you had to reorder a couple of products in. So this kind of avoids having mismatched color every time you get your products in. So that's pretty good, and it's handy, and it's like an official formula for basically companies and stuff. Right. So I think I might just go through the library and see what I can find. And it's kind of like more greenish. Hi Ezekiel, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Today is a bit more technical stream about pins, and I'm preparing some files for my manufacturer. So I'm just color matching my colors. This is too light, too green. This was the one I originally wanted. Yeah, I think these are too green. This is all too green, and if I go more up, this is too blue. So I want something kind of in between. It's like a turquoise color basically. So yeah, so there's two options I could go with. I could do the body a little bit lighter like so, but I think this is maybe too light. What you guys think in the chat? So I'm gonna give you example of these two. So we've got this color, which is 318, and I think this is maybe a bit too light for the body. Or we can go with 319, which is the one that I originally had. And I think this one's maybe a little bit better, a bit more vibrant. This one's maybe a bit too light, and I think the white one stands out on this one as well. Yeah, I think I prefer this one. And then the background's a bit darker. Oh, I've got a mistake here, I just noticed. Yeah, I just need to do like a little cleanup as well. But usually my manufacturer is pretty good with cleaning it for me, but while I'm working on this, I might as well clean it up. And I'm using Illustrator for this. I've always used Adobe programs. I've never really used anything else. And I don't really plan to, because I'm happy with these programs, so... Oh, I've got so many mistakes there. It's like little bubbles. Yeah, but my manufacturers are really good usually with like polishing my designs anyway, so I don't really need to do it too much. They are gonna do it for me anyway. Yeah, and it's gonna be like a full set of enamel pins, so it's gonna be like a phantasmal series of pins, and I also have a background ready for this. So this is my basic background just for the green one, or the bluish green ones. So for this one, and then I need to do another background for the green one and for the purple one. And I also have like a logo for this, but I have it on my tablet, so I'm gonna show you that later. But I'm really happy with my backing cards that I designed, because I've got like ghosties at the back, and it's actually so cute. It's like kitty ghosties. So I'm gonna show you that later. Yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna go with this one. Kinda like this color. This is too light, and I don't really like this shade anyway. It's too light. So I'm gonna go with the one I originally had. Oh. Oh, I'm just realizing that you guys hear my music in the background. I'm gonna put it back. Alright, can you hear any music in the background? Can you hear me double or is it okay? Can you hear me double or is it okay? Can you hear me double or is it okay? Today I've got some technical difficulties. I need to set it up for next stream, but I thought everything's running. I was even testing it, but it's okay. Right, let's put this back for 319. So that's the darker one. Yeah, and then these flames are gonna be with the light color, so that's gonna be the screen print on top. Was it, yeah, 319. So this one's finished. Now let's move on to the green one. So we've got the green body color and the dark green. And now let's try to match it as close as possible again. Right, the green might be a little bit darker. I'll see. And these are 300. Right, so let's see. This one's too green. Oh, this is perfect match. 377. Yeah, that's perfect. The green little flame stands out so well on this one as well. So again, 377. Don't forget the eyes and the cute nose. And this one. Then the candle. I'm still deciding on color for these. I originally had this little star in the same color like the body. So I think I'm gonna go with that instead of the dark green. Just so I've got all three colors in this. And then for this one, I might want to do it just tiny bit darker. Right, let me write down the color code before I forget. And for the body now, oh, that's too green. Too green. I think this one is the one I had before, isn't it? Yeah. Oh no, 300. Oh no, that was the darker one, yeah. So again, I've got two options here. So I could either make it a bit darker like so. Let me make those two options. And I kind of like this kind of green on this one. Yeah, so let me make these two options and let's see which one you prefer. And just before I send the files tonight to my manufacturer, oh damn, it's not gonna work with this one. Actually no, I can make it darker. Before I send it off to my manufacturer tonight, I might just throw another voting on my Instagram for you to decide, to help me decide. Because at the end of the day, it's you guys who's gonna be buying these. So I want to make sure you like them as well. The ear. flames in this color. Then the flames. Oh, I forgot a little dot here. And this one, yeah, so I kind of really like this color. It's a bit darker than I originally had. But I kind of like it. We'll see. And then, oh, I need to fix this as well. So by the way, this is not the final file that I'm sending to the manufacturer, because they are getting this file, which is gonna be the polished version, and I'm just gonna send them a picture with these codes. So once I send them the file, I need to make sure I fix all those little errors that I have in this file. Yeah, so this is the process that you don't usually see when I'm working on something, these like tedious things that needs to be done before actually ordering a product. But this is the tedious part of it, yeah. And oh yeah, and basically, so originally I was hoping I could get this like off-white color. So let me show you. So I don't know if you can see, but the bones were originally like an off-white color, so kind of like yellowish white. However, the lightest yellow this Pantone book has is this one. And it's really, really yellow. So unfortunately, my manufacturer cannot make anything in between, like white and yellow, so I had to go with white, which is really annoying, because sometimes you really have this idea in your head and you want the paint to look the way you want, but in the manufacturing process, like, not everything's possible. Right, so that was the version number 1. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna do the second version for this one after as well, so you can guys vote. So let me make this tiny bit bigger. And I'm gonna throw these on Instagram later on for voting. Right, need to make sure I don't forget any part of the design. This needs to be the same color like this. Little stars. Right, and let's do this just one shade lighter. I'm really bummed about the music. I wanted to listen to some music in my headphones, but I was hearing myself when I was talking, so that wouldn't really work. Next time, hopefully. Yeah, so I'm gonna put these 2 versions on Instagram for you to vote. Let's do the green one. Doesn't need to be perfectly aligned. And this one's gonna be a bit lighter. So that's 374 for the body. So basically same color like screen print. If you guys have any questions or you don't understand anything, just ask. I'm gonna try to explain in my best capabilities. But I'm really terrible at explaining, but I'll try my best. Oh. I could make my life a bit easier and actually group these things, but it's okay. Can't really be bothered. I'm colorblind. I can't tell difference between dark green and brown, dark blue and purple, and so on. Oh no. I know, I've got one friend on the pool exactly like this, working with me as a lifeguard. So yeah, I know the struggle, because I keep working with him and he can never tell the difference. So I'm sorry. Well, at least you might like all of them by the shade. Hopefully. Did I need to do this one lighter? Maybe. Because it looks a bit too dark. That's better. This is 373, so let's change this one. Because you couldn't really see the flame on it. So, looking at the stream now, Philip, can you actually like see any difference between, let's say, these four at all, or are they pretty much all the same? It's actually really interesting though. Because I'd say my eyes are actually so sensitive to different shades, while some people just can't even tell the difference, and I didn't even realize that. I'm so sorry. Oh, I could probably change this flame as well to be a tiny bit lighter. Just so it stands out more. 300 and was it 17 I could use? Yeah, that's much better. Yeah, I really just want these effects to stand out. First of all, it's like a flame effect or like a ghostly effect that's supposed to be in there. So I really want it to be visible. And second of all, I'm paying extra for a screen print. So I definitely don't want this to get lost. Pins can get really expensive with like extra things. And screen print is one of the things that you pay extra for. And then you pay extra for the logo on the back of your pin. So yeah. Here. Pins are really expensive investment. I would say from all the products I've ordered so far in my shop, pins are probably the most expensive ones. But usually these products are like one of my most favorite as well. I like the top one more. Those colors are more vibrant than those lighter down there. Yeah, I definitely prefer the vibrant ones. I'm not sure about this one. I kind of like the lighter one, to be fair, and the green one. But we'll see. I will throw all of these on Instagram for people to vote. But I have a prediction that this one will probably win it. The blue one from the top. Green one, actually, I think this one could be people's favorite. We'll see. Because this one I don't know if you can see, but these colors are not very similar, but they are a bit too dark. But we'll see how people decide. I still got a couple hours before I send off the file, so it's the green one. Is there anything I left? Yeah, I left the leg. Left out the leg and the tail. Okay. Then I need to make sure I'm matching these colors. Oh no, this one needs to be lighter. Yeah. So that's the green one. So do I have everything corrected here? Is this... Oh no, this one is 375. And then basically what the manufacturer does, they send a proof before they actually start manufacturing these. So the designer will make their own files from what I send them. And I just need to go through it and make sure everything's correct. The last time I was ordering pins, they actually flipped my logo from like the way you read it, they flipped it the other way around. And I haven't noticed. However, it was kind of their mistake because I provided them with my artwork that had the correct logo. And then when they manufactured it, they flipped the logo upside down. So I said I cannot accept the shipment because it's wrong. And they were like, oh, can you sell it for cheaper? I was like, no, I'm not selling it for cheaper. I want it fixed. So luckily they fixed it for me and it was okay. Should I make this one lighter as well? I kind of feel like I really like when it stands out on it. So let me see. But the other green is nice. I'm not sure about this one. No, I'll leave it like this. Oh, what's much better? Is it much better like this or with the light one? Because I feel like I want this one. This one is more like greenish, like when it's lighter. Okay. Yeah, it stands out more, doesn't it? But I really like this green. I can't decide. You see, this is why I need everyone's help to vote for this, because I'm so undecisive. Looks like more like a ghostly fire. Yeah, that's true. But you see, so for example, with this blue, it kind of matches this one, so it's like the same shade but lighter. But with this one, it almost looks like yellow in a sense. Maybe if I find different green, because this is 375. But I don't think we are gonna find anything different. Yeah, I'll have to go with this one. That's fine. That's fine. So let me fix it everywhere again. I'm so undecisive. This is the most tedious part for me because I'm so undecisive. So like usually if these pins I've drew them quite fast, to be fair, so these didn't take so long to draw. But then just picking the colors, I'm stuck on this part for a couple of months, so that's why I decided to make a art stream now and also put it on Instagram for you to vote, just so I can get some help with deciding. Looks much better. It is more visible than that it is the ghostly fire. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, right, I'll leave it a lighter one then. And got two versions again. Did I fix all the numbers? I did. Then let's move on to the purple one. Actually, just gonna do the swatches again. And then the darker one. So the darker one is pretty tricky. I don't have my pen on hand now, but wait, let me find the pen. I'm gonna explain you why. Oh, there's actually one above my table. Right. So I had an issue with one of these celestial pins. Seconds. Sorry, celestial pins, ethereal gems. That's what they are called. And I actually had issues with one of the colors, specifically purple one. So originally I received this, which is my second grade pin, which means it's like a lower version of quality for the pins. And my artwork basically showed 3 different colors, so it was like a gradient. But because the colors on the color swatch and the color guide are very close to each other, so for example I picked, it's not the exact colors, but I'm just gonna give you an example. So for example I picked this one, and then I wanted to go gradient this one and this one, but because they are so close to each other, they kinda look like they are just one color. So if you can see, it looks like this one has 2 colors instead of 3, and it's supposed to have 3 colors. So then I had to pay an extra fee just to get these remade, because this was my fault and I chose the colors. So I paid an extra fee for the purple ones to be remade, and I had to pick much darker colors in order for this to be gradient. So I've got the light purple, and then the middle tone, and then the really dark one. Yeah, so that's what happens if you like choose 2 colors next to each other. Oh, 2 seconds, my cat's just in my shelves. Sorry, my cat just decided he's gonna go in my shelves, and I don't like him going there because he's gonna knock something down. Yeah, anyway, so this was the second one that I got made, and this one was the first version. And you can see if the colors are way too close to each other, they will just kind of blend in and look like one color, so I need to be careful with that. And especially with the purple one, I noticed that with other colors it's kind of okay, but with the purple one I had this issue, so just need to make sure they are very contrasting. And I think exactly on this one, this might be the issue. These are very not similar. I know they are still very different, but on the Pantone book they might be too close to each other. Well, this one would be probably working much better, so we'll see. I might eventually go with the lighter colors just to be safe, because these might look like same colors. We'll see. So let's do the purple one. Purple one is my favorite color as well, by the way. Purple and blue. So like these 2 colors next to each other, my absolute favorite. And to be fair, I'm just looking at the colors. I did actually a pretty good job matching them, you know, because I've done these without using the guide, like without using my original art. I was just trying to like eyeball the similar color, and I've done pretty good job, to be fair. Like this one looks identical. I don't think I need to change anything on this. And this purple stands out pretty well, but let's see if we can do any lighter than this. Oh, and I've got the wrong code for the purple one, so I need to find the code for this. Alright, let me find the right code. Oh, I'm just realizing you cannot even see the swatch on my screen because it's too far away. Oh, you cannot see my tools. How come? I'm just realizing. So I've got this color swatch on the right side, just so you know what I'm talking about. Sorry, because I didn't realize you can see it. It's on my toolbar, but the camera, the screen capture didn't show it. So this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm working with. So basically this is like a digital version of my Pantone color, my Pantone book. You know, mine is red and black, but those are not your style. Yeah, to be fair, a lot of people like red and black. It's just, that's the gore style and the dark style. I'm more into the cutesy one. But I did dark bookmarks. Now I just need to release them on my Etsy. Alright, so let me... where was I? Why did I lose it? Okay, let's do it again. Oh, it's here. It's on the tail. So, which one was it? 200? No, 271 is too dark. 2715C? Wait, so I had it correct. Oh, maybe... Okay, I get it now. I need to write the exact number, I think. No? What the heck? Why is it not showing the color when I write down the number? 21. Oh, because it's 2715. I'm just blind. 2715, yeah. There we go. Oh, I'm glad I didn't send that to my manufacturer, because then I would have a... Then I would have pink. Pink color. And we don't want pink. Right there. I wanted to see if there's any lighter one for this. But I think this one stands out pretty well. I don't think we need anything lighter. Oh, but this is not too bad either. See, this is what I mean. Like, I'm so undecisive. I'm so undecisive. Impatient and undecisive. You know what? Let's go with the lighter one. Let's go with the lighter one. Yeah. We already have the lighter ones with these two, so let's do the same here. And the purple ones are perfect. I don't think I need anything changing there. So let me add another square. And this one was 271. And that's for the screen print. And do we have anyone in the chat who's an artist? Because I see we've got 5 people. 4 at the minute, sorry. Do we have any artists here? If you have any questions about making pins, I know Vetka. Do you have any questions about pins or anything, or how to get pins manufactured or anything, just ask away and I'm gonna answer. Yeah, these little dots everywhere, I need to fix that. Yeah, so basically this file, then I'll just, whichever colors I'll choose, I will just send it to my manufacturer pretty much like so. So he's only gonna see the picture in JPEG. However, I've got the artwork file where I'm gonna fix all the little errors that I've got, just to make sure that the pin comes out correctly. And when it comes to the outline, there's like a minimum outline the pin has to have. Every manufacturer is probably gonna give you a different guideline, so you'll have to find your own manufacturer and ask them the requirements for the pins. I also had an issue with one of the manufacturers, like for example here is like the cutout for the body and cutout for the leg, and some manufacturers will tell you that it needs to be, oh hi, how are you, Islamo RG, how are you? Welcome to the stream. We are just making a file for enamel pins. Yeah, so some of the manufacturers will tell you with these cutouts that it needs to be like a minimum size in between the holes, just so because they are kind of making a mold for the pin. So some manufacturers would accept this, and some would tell me that I need to make it more spaced out. So again, it really depends on the manufacturer. So yeah, we've got this first version. Let's do the second one, the lighter one again. And that's just gonna be one shade lighter from this. So 271. I just hope we can finalize it today, because I've had these pins sitting in my computer for months now. Well, not months, probably 2 months. But I just couldn't get myself to finish it. Am I working with the right? Yeah, the right one. Oh, I haven't got the right purple here, that's why. No, it was the right purple. So why did it look so weird? Oh, because these are too similar. Yeah, so this is the case I was talking about. It's beautiful. Do you use Photoshop? So for drawing itself, thank you by the way. For drawing itself, I'm using my iPad. I am using Procreate. I used to use Photoshop. I've got like my second monitor on the side next to me is Huon. So I used to use Huon before, but since I got my iPad, I'm just drawing on iPad. It's just so nice to like sit down on sofa and draw. And then for this, for the editing, I just vectorized it in Illustrator, and I'm just preparing my file in Illustrator, just so you have like all the outlines and all the shapes separately for the manufacturer to work with this. Yeah, so I think these two colors are too similar. This is exactly what I was talking about with this pin. If I picked these two colors next to each other, this would be almost unrecognizable, them two colors, so I cannot use it for this version, so I'll have to find something else. But to be fair, I think I'm only gonna go with one version for this one, and maybe I'll just give you an option to choose between the flames, because I kind of liked the darker flames on this one for some reason. I think this purple is dark enough, so we can use the other flames. You guys will decide on Instagram. I can't decide. I can't decide. I can't even decide what I want for dinner, let alone for colors. And it was this one, I think so. Yeah. So it's the same color like the body. Did I fix it everywhere? I think so. Yeah, looks like it. And this one needs to be lighter. It's great work. Keep moving, artist. Thank you so much, Islamo. It's nice of you. Okay. Think we are more or less done. I can maybe fix the other file, so that's ready as well. So that's the artwork. Let me save this before something happens. I don't want to lose this. So let me save that. I'm gonna put my... Right when it saves, 2 seconds. I'm gonna put my color swatch back. We don't need this anymore. Okay, so that's gonna be for you to vote. Colors are correct. I'm gonna go through the file again later on just to double check everything. So let me screenshot this. That's gonna go on the Instagram for voting. So it's number 1. That's number 2. And last but not least, purple one. Right, now for the artwork itself. So I'm gonna fix all of these little mistakes that I've got here. So the manufacturer's got correct file. And this is the most tedious part. Just making sure everything's correct. Right. So it's gonna be this color. It doesn't have to be perfect. I know you can see like tiny little corners here and there, but then imagine that pin is gonna be so tiny. So you won't even see it. But I just need to make sure maybe like these red parts are gone and oh, hi Zombie, how are you? Welcome to my stream. It's nice seeing you people here. And I'm gonna actually talk some numbers. So these pins, I've got 3 colors in total, 3 color versions. And because I've got glow in the dark, I've got my logo on the back of the pins, and I've got the screen print effect. It wasn't the cheapest to do, so I have paid 750 British pounds to get all of these done, and it's gonna be 60 pieces, so it's gonna be 60 of these, 60 of these, 60 of these, so 180 in total for each color. So that's 180 pieces times 3. So that's basically what I paid. I paid 740 or 50 pounds to get these manufactured. And on top of this, I still have to buy my packaging. I still have to buy my backing cards. So that's just to give you like a rough idea how much these things cost when manufacturing these. Need this a little bit wider. Yeah, I need to change the candle color because it's gonna be white. I really wish it was this color. It would be perfect. It would be perfect. Do we have any artists here in the chat today? Oh, I copied it by accident. Yeah, and this is gonna be the back. So I provided the manufacturer with my logo. And oh, the placement, there is only gonna be one. Unfortunately, it won't fit both of them. So normally on my pins, I usually put two. I'm gonna show you on this one. I usually put two sides for the backing, for the pin, just because it's more secure. Sometimes you've got pins which only have got one. I don't know how you call these. I'm just gonna call them pins because I really don't know how to call these. So sometimes you've got pins that only have one in the middle, and then the pin kind of tends to spin. For example, if you pin it on t-shirt, it kind of tends to spin, and I don't like that. Or even if you put it on the banner, if you only had one, it would kind of spin on the banner. But because I'm using two, it keeps it nice and secure in place. So that's why I usually tend to put two. But obviously with the mini pin, because it's too tiny, you can only put one. So for example, on this little star, I only have one, and you can kind of spin it through. So yeah, but because it's that tiny, I cannot use more than one. And these are, by the way, all of my pins. I made all of these. So this is from my Witch Essential series. The stars, the little cats, and the hat. Then this is from my Ethereal Gems collection, and this is from my Cosmos series. So I've got the whale and I've got the bunny, and obviously for my Ethereal Gems I've got 4 different colors in total. So this is my own pins, nobody else, just mine. And the banner is also mine, and it's the banner from the Cosmos series, and I'm super proud of this. I love the banner, I love the pins, so this is all mine. You can find it on my shop. And this is I don't know if you can see it, but there is my logo at the back, so that's what's gonna be imprinted on the pin from the back side. And again, because these are too tiny, they cannot have the logo on the back. So let me just fix the artwork. Let's see if we can find any more mistakes. So the candle looks fine. Don't see any mistakes on the candle. The skull looks fine as well. Maybe just this tiny little flame here needs fixing. There you go. Okay, that looks good. And I think this one might have a little bit more mistakes just because it's such a big pin. There's like a little bit that we don't want. This one can be a tiny bit more even. Let's check the paws. Paws are looking fine. Ears look fine. Tail. I don't see any red dots, so that's fine. The back paws. Here's another dot. That doesn't need to be there. There's like a tiny little one. I mean, this wouldn't even be visible, but I'm a perfectionist. Yeah, that seems all fine. And when you have pins, just keep in mind that any color that you're using on your pin, unless you're using the screen print method, every color needs to be inside an outline. There is the possibility like this, that it's gonna be on top of the actual color. You don't need to have it outlined, but keep in mind you will be paying extra for this. Basically what they do, they will make a mold of the pin, so it's gonna be just like the silver mold or whatever plating you choose, and it's gonna be hollow, it's gonna be empty, and then they mix up the colors and they fill in each an individual color. And once they've done that, they will then have like a mold for the screen print, and they will print it on top of the base colors. So that's basically the screen print method, which I have got here. So once they fill in the mold with the basic color, they will screen print this on top of it. And sometimes you can ask your manufacturer, sometimes they will send you photos of the process, which is really handy. You will learn a lot from that, and it's actually cool seeing your product being made. I think we've got everything ready, to be fair. Just need to decide on the final colors. So this is what I'm gonna be sending for the manufacturer. That's done. We are just gonna decide on colors. Artwork's done. So I'm gonna save that as well. Oh, we can do the background, yeah. So let's go to Photoshop. And let's bring our pins over there. There you go. So this was my original artwork before editing it, but I might actually have the other version. Let me check. Yeah, here. So this is what I'll be working with, because this is gonna be the backing card. Let me show you on my pen over here. Let me just put it back. So now I need to design the backing card for my pin. So this is the backing card for Ethereal Gems. It's got like a spot UV effect. This one's not gonna have spot UV, but this one's got a spot UV. So I don't think this camera is gonna capture it, but it's like kind of shiny, and it's like raised, so you can feel it. You can feel all the little stars. So that's what we are designing right now, the backing card. And here I actually had a silver plating in mind, but I think it's gonna look much better with black plating, so I went with black plating for this pin. Yeah, so let me actually, is this using, yeah, it's using this background, so we can work with this one, that's fine. C1, let me open that in Photoshop. There you go. So let me just copy these from Illustrator. Obviously this is not gonna be my final color, because I'm gonna wait for my pins to be finished first, and once my pins are finished, then I'm gonna be finalizing the backing card, just so it matches perfectly with my pins. So let me just pop that in there. So we've got the blue one, we've got the green one. It doesn't have to be perfectly placed, just because I'm only designing this part. and the purple one. I think this should be pretty easy as well. All I'm gonna do, first of all, I'm gonna show you what I'm doing. So I'm gonna show you all my layers here. So I'm just copying the background, and by pressing Ctrl Alt U, I'm just gonna go and change the hue and saturation. So let's start from 0, and I'm basically just gonna kind of like color match the background. I don't want the background to be too vibrant, so it's gonna be a little bit less vibrant than the cut itself. 2 seconds. Yeah, and I think I'm gonna open this in CMYK for print, just because this is a bit more vibrant than it should. So let me go to mode CMYK. CMYK is basically a print profile, so it's gonna show the true colors for a print rather than for a screen. Right, you've got, oh, I forgot, I don't want it flattened, so let me do that again. Don't flatten, there you go. Alright, let's do this again now. Start from 0. Yeah, and the problem with CMYK, the colors are a little bit more limited. So sometimes matching the color you want is pretty hard. Especially, I know with the green one, I was trying to print few stickers myself a few times, and the green didn't come out as vibrant as the artwork itself. But usually I find it, actually I'm gonna go back to RGB, because usually what I find, if you send at least the company I'm working with, if you send them the artwork in RGB, they usually, I don't know how they do it, but they usually match the CMYK pretty close to what you send them in RGB. So I'm just gonna leave it in RGB and let's work with RGB. And now I accidentally closed my layers. Yeah, so let's work with RGB, it's gonna be fine. Just because I can get better colors with that. I think I kind of want something tiny bit more like green, toxic green, but still a little bit into the blue shade. So I think something like this, maybe less saturation. Yeah, it's pretty close to what I want. So that's gonna be the green one, and let's duplicate this one again, and let's do the purple one. So again, use saturation, and let's drag it to make it purple. I will need to make some adjustments to this, I think, because the middle is kind of more bluish. Yeah, so let's do the inside purple. Right, maybe let's saturate it, and now let's do the rest. Oh, let's do the rest more purple, because there's like blue bits that I don't want there. I just want the background to be fully purple. Basically what I did, I just created a new layer. I chose the color I want, and I'm pressing Alt Tab, and that's just gonna fill in the whole space. And let's see if we can work with any of the blending modes to make it a bit more purple and similar to the pin. Don't think that's gonna work. Right, color looks okay-ish. maybe less saturation and more purple. Okay, and now we can erase the middle to get some of the color back. Just a tiny bit, not all of it. See, I don't want too many magentas there. Magenta is basically the pink color. Yeah, it's pretty close to what I want. So I'm gonna merge these layers, and now I'm gonna go to adjustments, and where is it? Channel mixer, is that so? Yeah, so we've got channel mixer here. No, wait, it wasn't this one. Was it? Yeah, it was color balance, sorry. So it's not a channel mixer, it's color balance, and then in this magenta option, we are just gonna drag it a little bit towards the green side, just so we don't have it too pink. And then maybe we can put a little bit more. No, actually this one's fine. Yeah, these are fine. So just like so, tiny bit, just so it's a little bit less pink. Right, so yeah, I think we are done with the backgrounds as well. Yeah, let me save that then. And make the backing cards. Where was it? Here. Yeah, I can delete this. These are the old versions of the pins. Let me put this back in there. Right, that will do. Let's save this. So this is background color number 2. And this is background color number 3. And again, I'll be color matching these more perfectly when I have the pins in hand, when the pins are finished, just so I have the right color. Can save this, yeah. Close this, and we are gonna make a copy of this. Oh, I've got a locked layer, 2 seconds. Unlock all. Make a copy of this. Oh. What happened? Ah. And then we are just gonna replace these with the new backgrounds we made. And that's gonna be me making the backing cards. So we can save all of this. I think we are done. I'm gonna show you the backing card that I've got on my tablet, but we are gonna have a 10-minute break first, so I can prepare everything and I can bring everything. And I'm gonna pack an order. I've got 1 order, so we can do that. And that's where I'm gonna finish off the stream. So let's have our 10-minute break first, and I'll see you in a bit. So we are back from the break. Let me just adjust the camera because we changed the scene at the minute. So you can see what I'm doing back there. And let me know if the microphone's working just fine before I start anything, before I start talking for half an hour and realize you don't hear me. So just let me guys know if you can hear me fine. That would be great. I'm just gonna be hoping you do. Anyway, so I wanted to show you the backing card that I'm currently working on. So obviously on the screen, it's what we've just been working on with the colors. And down here, let me adjust it just right. I don't know how I had it before anyway. That should do. Right, so I've got the backing card here. And this is how it's gonna look like. So this is actually the kind of the exact size of the pins that are gonna be there. And I made this little like the kitty cat is, so it's basically the series. It's Spirits of the Dead, so it's called Phantasmal Spirits of the Dead. So it's all like ghost themed and like, how to say it, like Halloween themed pins basically. So that's gonna be the logo. It's not finished yet. That was only like a sketch of how the logo might look like. So there's gonna be little cat ghosties coming out. Yeah, I know, I love them. So it's gonna be like little cat ghosties coming out of the font. So that's gonna be the phantasmal. I have to illustrate it, so this is not final. And then there's gonna be written Spirits of the Dead, obviously with my logo in the right corner. And it's gonna be either a complete pin set, so you're gonna have all 3 pins in there, or I'm gonna sell these separately as well. And then my absolute favorite, these little ghost kitties on the bottom, they are so adorable. I love them. So I've got like each one of them has like different face. So one is like weirded out, one is like tired, one's like, what the heck, one's sleeping, one is just normal, yeah, and so on. They are just so cute. I love them. So this is gonna be the backing card. So basically, what you see here on the screen, imagine all these extra elements on the backing card. So that's gonna be these. For each color, obviously, I'm gonna have different backing cards. So for the blue pins, blue backing card. For purple pins, purple backing card, and so on. So yeah, this is something I have to do, but I'll be doing this off the stream, just because I had this on my tablet today and you wouldn't really see much here on my tablet anyway. I mean, I could, but you wouldn't see much anyway, so it's fine. I'll do this off stream and then I'm gonna show you the final one. In the meantime, tonight I'll be posting the color variations we've done today for you to vote, guys, so you can help me decide on the color. So we have got the darker ones, we have got the lighter ones on the bottom. So I basically just need to decide between these two. And I've got one order. Someone ordered a banner from me. Let me put you down again. So someone ordered a banner from me, so we can pack that. And it's going to London. Just need to make sure you don't see any of the address or anything. Yeah, it's going to London for John. So thank you, John, for ordering. If you're ever gonna be watching this, and I haven't got these done, so I'm actually gonna take you over here, and you're gonna see me from back there as well. So this is my heat press. I've got a blank banner here, and I already have pre-printed my banners and cut them to size. So all I need to do is now to heat up the heat press, print this off, and pack everything, and that's gonna be where I'm gonna wrap up the stream for today. So let's do that now. I've got my foil over here for my packaging. And in the meantime, I can prepare all of my stuff. So we are gonna grab ourselves, a business card, my favorite, an art print. I'm still having these. They're kind of halfway through already, so we will be restocking a new art print. And then I've got my thank you card. Again, I'll be restocking these, but I just need to update a couple of things over here. Oh, that was pretty. Oh, it's not heated up yet. So that's for this part. Then I need my tissue paper. My tissue paper with glitter. Here's Sophie. Hello, Sophie. Hello, princess. Are you gonna say hi to the stream today? I'm gonna just sit here and looking pretty. And then I've got my stamp with my logo. Then I've got you've got Happy Mail stamp. And then because this is a banner, I also need to make a freebie. I've just realized. Star of the day, yeah, she's always the star of the day. She takes all the spotlight, doesn't she? And here is my other cat. He's the grumpy one, but he's lovely sometimes as well. He likes his personal space. Yeah, you can see he doesn't like it very much. But this one is a cuddly one. This one's sweet. Yeah, so I also need to make a couple of freebies. I've got a few of them left, so I'm giving these with every single banner order. So I need to prepare these. Yeah, and then I've got a freebie sticker to go with it. And I think that's everything. So let me put you back here. Make sure you can see well. And you don't need to see me from this side really, so I'm gonna put you over there. Can we see my cat? Yeah, we can see my cat. Hi, Sophia. She's always taking the spotlight, isn't she? I'm gonna put Lonnie a little bit closer so you can see him. Let me set it up. Webcam. Yeah, there you go. I just hope he won't decide to jump off now. I love how autistic clean everything is. Everything in place. Yeah, I would say I've got a little bit autism in me, even though I'm not diagnosed. I've got diagnosed ADHD for sure. That's no question there. But I'm not sure about the autistic part. Unless you meant aesthetic. And there you go. Yes, he's sleeping. He is sleeping. So you've got him on the camera today while I'm working here on the side. Let me put this on the banner. There you go. We just need to wait for our heat burst to heat up. Now it's on 142 degrees and we need 170. Yeah, Lune likes his personal space. He doesn't like to be touched very much. But if you lie on the sofa or in a bed, he will come. He can be cuddly as well when he wants. And we are getting slowly there. A bit more. We need 170. I've had a couple orders during the week, but I've already sent them out, so I can't show you those. So this is the only order that I've got open at the minute. And if anyone hasn't seen my gaming channel and my gaming video, I got this new World of Warcraft expansion collector's edition. So that's the box over there. I've got pin on that side, and here is the huge beautiful griffon statue with the art book at the back. So I was unboxing that. There's the box from it. So I was unboxing that on my gaming channel. So if you're interested in that, you can check that on Alionat Gaming. And now back to the banner. Now back to the boring part. Yeah, you really need a special camera for the cats. Yeah, I think I might just get the same one, like this one. Just like second one. One's gonna be pointing at the cats and one's gonna be pointing at me. Because they can both fit on my monitor, so why not? Why not? Oh, there we go. It's gonna beeping on us. It's gonna be beeping on us for a bit. And there you go. And now we just wait for 2 minutes. Or GoPro on each cat. How cute when Luna is starting to sleep. I know, he's the cutest. I'm not gonna disturb him now. He's looking at me like he wants to kill me. If I put a GoPro on Safi, oh my god, you're not gonna see anything. She's always flying around the house. You would probably see more if I put GoPro on Luna. Actually, I can put my logos on the packaging like while we are waiting. And 1 more minute, and the banner's gonna be done. It would be cool if they actually light on the same shelf, but whenever Luna is lying on the shelves, Sophie kind of annoys the life out of him, and she doesn't let him sleep, so it's impossible to have them both sleeping on one shelf. But it would be cute, like if they were stacked above each other. That would be so adorable. 20 more seconds for my banner. Yeah, then I would have them like stacked. One on the top, one on the bottom. That would be so adorable. And banners are done, so I can turn this off. And let's see the result. Ta-da! Still hot. So what I usually do when it's still hot, I kind of like make like a noodle out of it. Not noodle, I just wrap it like this. Oh, it's hot. And then I just put it somewhere for a few seconds, and it's kind of holding the shape better afterwards. Because if I just left it flat like that, it would kind of curl up towards the other side, and then it doesn't look nice on the wall. So I always like curl it up inside like this, and then it looks better. It's still hot. It's warm now, yeah. So now if you put it on the wall, it's gonna kind of stay on the wall rather than staying like this. And this one was the very first banner I've done, I think. So it's like clouds going into like a galaxy with like I would say a sunset sky. Just like little, I don't know how to call it, like sparkles. It's not stars, but yeah. So this was one of my first banners before I started making the cosmic theme ones. So this one was one of the best selling banner actually. I started buying these silver bucks from different company. They're a little bit smaller, and I always struggle putting the banner in. Like it's a tight squeeze. Come here. And I haven't got space here, so I'm gonna take you back on my table. Back on the table you go. And my kitty lamp was off. I've got cats everywhere. My mom and my brother were here a week ago, and me and my brother actually decided to start counting all these cats. And I don't think we even finished counting all of them, and we were at 37, number 37, just around my desk. So imagine how many cats I've got all over the room. Need to prepare the freebie as well, so let me find the backing card for that. Sorry for the drawer's noise. If I remember where I've put it. I hope I won't disturb Luna sleeping. He would be mad at me. And I think I found them. Yeah, I found them. Perfect. So I think, well, Vetka already knows, I've already explained it last time, but this was my old sticker sheet. I messed it up. Me thinking this is gonna be transparent, and it was supposed to go on top of the backing card, and it's supposed to be see-through, but I messed it up. So I'm just giving these out as freebies just to get rid of these, because I got these reprinted in solid color. So now this is how the sticker sheet is actually looking like. So it's like a solid sticker, it's not transparent. And I'm gonna show you Safi, she's here as well. She is here as well. She's checking if I'm doing good job. Hello, princess. So I just have to cut this, and I'll show you what I came up with for the packaging instead. And I need my stapler. Hey mama, you need to make money for my super yummy cans and go back to work. Exactly. Oh, by the way, I've noticed I've got 11 followers now on Twitch. So if anyone ever sees this from my followers, thank you so much for follows. I'm trying to reach 50 follows just so we can use our own emojis. But yeah, thank you so much for follows. If any of you are going to be watching this in the future as a replay or anything. So I just got basically the top and the bottom of the backing card. I'm just gonna ignore the mess. But I'm just gonna chop off the corners to make them round. There you go, back on the table. And I'm just gonna staple it like so. And I'm actually such a perfectionist. I could easily be selling these just like this, but I never liked the way it looks. So I just decided to get them reprinted properly instead of selling these. So these made it on my Etsy for a bit. But then I took them down and I'm just using them as freebies. And I need another solo back. That's the right size. And let me just check. Actually, we could prepare all of these freebies while we are here, because I haven't got too many of them left anyway. And these are the last of last freebies. So we've got two. Yeah, so we've got six freebies left, and that's all I've got. So I'm gonna prepare these as well while preparing it. I hope you've got some music in the background, guys, because I was meant to play music on my stream, but since I could hear myself double, I had to turn it off, which I'm really bummed about. It's so boring just doing this without music on. Again, ignore the mess. So I hope you've got some nice music to your own taste and liking in the background while listening to me mumbling. I should probably clean up the little corners here one day, but it's okay for now. What did Sophie find? What did you find? What did you find there, darling? Oh, she found a piece of plastic from the cello bag. It looks absolutely beautiful. I'm sure it would look great as an enamel pin. Love your color combinations. I hope you'll keep up a good work. Thank you for sharing to the world. Oh, thank you so much. That's so kind, Noah Prism. That is so kind. And what do you mean would look great as an enamel pin? You mean the sticker sheet? I was actually thinking of making these as a sticker sheet, to be fair. Yeah, I've got lots of illustrations that I could potentially reuse and use them for enamel pins. But Nova Prism, we were actually working on the castle kitties today. Let me just show you a quick preview of what we've done today. Sorry, Safi. So we picked all of these colors for our Phantasmal series. And I'm gonna put these on Instagram for you guys to vote, just because I'm so undecisive and I cannot pick the color. So I'm gonna let you decide. So this is gonna be the final enamel pins, and these 3 colors. Just need to decide on the shade. Off you go, back to Safi for a minute before I continue on my sticker sheet. Safi, what are you looking for there? You're looking for some treasures or treats there? I mean, if she could just go at the back of the drawer. Right, let's get back to the work. Right, so we've got 6 freebies left. So I need to make some posts on Instagram because I promised everyone I'm gonna update them when I've got few of these left. So I have to make some post about that. Let me find the backing cards. Sophie's trying to get in the drawer. Oh my goodness, Loon is sleeping. He's so cute. Let me see if I can put him any closer. He's so adorable. He knows some streaming, so he tried his best cute position. There you go. This is as close as I can get with the camera. Right. Oh, I forgot to round the corners. Let's get back to my round cutter, corner cutter, whatever this is called. Again, ignore the mess around. Actually, I could just pick it up, couldn't I? There you go. Much better. I don't think Lun is very happy for waking up because the round cutter is actually underneath him. Sorry, Lunny. back here. Let's cut these. These are pretty thick, so I'm gonna cut 2 at once. It's actually crazy how hot this room gets when you turn on the heat press. I already turned it off, but it's so hot in here. And I've only had it on for like a couple of seconds, minutes. And I'm not sure what I'm gonna be doing with all these backing cards. This is not even all of it. I've got a big stack of backing cards. For the old sticker sheets, I think I'll just have to use the back side for like notes and stuff. Because otherwise I would just throw it away and it's like a cardstock. Sorry for the shaky camera. I just have to cut these. Don't know why I'm trying to cut all at once when I know these are thick. We managed. We managed. Gonna keep these for my notes. Panini press. In your future studio, you really should consider AC. Oh, definitely, I know. Not just for the reason that it's really hot here, but also because I get all the fumes from my resin printer and the alcohol, the cleaning station. So I've got all the fumes from this just right next to me, which is probably not very healthy. But it's got a lid on, so it should be fine. I'm still breathing-ish. Let's staple these again. Normally when I'm doing these things, I sing, but I'm not gonna be singing on stream because it would, your ears would start bleeding. But normally I would have a music on and sing, which is the only disadvantage of streaming. Kind of have to like, oh, my headache screams right now. Yeah, I've got headaches for last 2 days, so I feel you. I feel you. And my singing wouldn't help it at all. Oh, this one's a bit sideways, but whatever. It's just a freebie. Nobody's gonna notice. Doesn't have to be perfect, which is weird to say from me. Oh, I'm really missing some music, you know. I really hope you guys are listening to something. It's too quiet in here. And last one, let me grab several bucks. Oh, I grabbed way too many. Oh well. Way too many. I used to pack my sticker sheets in cello box as well, but then I felt like it's such a waste of plastic, like just using them, because the sticker sheets are vinyl anyway. So they are not like paper, they are like vinyl. So I just feel like putting these on top of it is just such a waste of like plastic. So I'm just sending them out now without the cello box. But for these freebies, I'm still using them. And I realize I'm like not the best at saving the planet with the plastic. Well, what can I do? A lot of my products actually come in plastic packaging, so can't really avoid that. But if I can, like for example, with my Cosmos series, I have reused the packaging, and I'm actually like repackaging it back into the cello bag that it came in. But you cannot do that all the time because sometimes they send it in those little baggies that you like open like so, and you cannot use them for the packaging, so I have to throw those away, unfortunately. But we do recycle, so at least we do our bit. Slim is still sleeping. Yeah, he is. He changed the position again. What a sweetheart. What a sweetheart he is. Looney can be really cheeky. He's a really smart boy and he's really cheeky, especially lately when it's really nice outside. So he always meows by the window and he wants me to let him out. But then if I let him go out, then he comes back at 12 p.m. I have to shout for him to come back. Or sometimes I will shout for him, he will just come a little bit, but he knows I want him to come back home, so he will just turn around and hide somewhere. It's a cheeky boy. Alright, that's all of our freebies done. So I do need to take a picture. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left. 6 left. So I need to take a picture of these, put it on my Instagram. And this is going out to London. So let me clean up the table. Let me clean up this and this. Tissue paper. I love this. It's so cute. It's got the glitter in. I wish there was a tissue paper that's both purple and blue. That would be amazing. But I never found anything like that. And especially with glitter inside, that's like impossible. So Urbana, freebies, business card, art print, and a thank you card. Let me just sign it. By the way, I got this from, I think, Temu. How cute is this? Anyway, but I'm not the biggest fan of pink, so I was thinking maybe on one of the art streams we could repaint it. Because to be fair, this doesn't have the best paint job, to be fair. Like you can see the little edges here. So maybe I thought we could paint it on one of the streams in like purple and blue and just make it in my own theme. Because I'm not the biggest fan of pink. Oh, while we are at the art print, I made the bookmarks. Cover this got one from me. But I made new bookmarks that are in a dark theme because normally I've got everything in a light theme. I don't have any tassel on right now, but this is the bookmark, and then it's got black tassel with like a pinkish magenta bead on it. So yeah, so it's the same basically like the art print. Okay, got everything, I think. Yeah, you can't figure out something better than... I think you meant can. It's okay. You can figure out something better than pink backpack. Yeah, I was thinking something like I did a stand for my headphones, like a purple and blue theme with a star, something like that. Just something that matches my aesthetic. Finally, something red and black. I know, I know. But my shop is cute. I cannot have everything dark. But to be fair, the new prints that we've just been working on, they're a little bit like Halloween themed. So I hope these are gonna be a bit more popular as well. Red and black can be cute. Yeah, well, true, yeah. I'll come up with something eventually just for you. Let me put something on top of this for now, just so it doesn't unfold. And slap a sticker on ASMR of peeling a sticker. There you go. Let me grab a box. Black cat with red ribbon. How that wouldn't be cute. Ah, that's actually a good idea. That's a good idea. You know, I actually have a black cat with a ribbon. Let me find it. I mean, it's an old art, so it's not great. But I could maybe redraw it or something. Let me find it on my PC. There he is. So this was my original character from 2020. His name is Ravi. So I could maybe redraw it. So he's got like a rune, I don't know how you pronounce it. So he's got runes on his head and on his leg. Then he's got the red ribbons. He's got a tusk on his neck. Maybe I would change the eyes. I don't really like the red eyes, but yeah, this is one of my original characters from 2020. So maybe I could redraw this because, to be fair, it's not the greatest art I've done. But considering I've done it 4 years ago, then it's okay. Sophie, hello. Welcome to the stream. Finishing touches now. Lipstick on lips and kiss at corner. Hello, princess. Hello, princess. You came to say hi. You came here to give me more views. Yeah, I just really hope that we will get more people eventually, because I really enjoy talking to you guys and I really enjoy doing all this while streaming. So I really hope we just get more people in the future, so the chat is a little bit more alive. Both cats at the stream finally. Yeah, that's a rare occasion, that's true. You got both Safi and Looney, both looking cute. Safi's like, are you doing it properly? I'm watching you. I'm watching you. Yes. Oh, okay. You wanna chip in? Did I do it right, princess? Did I do it right? Yeah, check it please if I did it right. I need my food, mama. She's not hungry. She's eating the box now. And I'm just adding these stickers just so it doesn't open on the way. I was thinking to get these customized. It's like a big roll of basically a tape that you wet from the other side and then you just stick it on. I was thinking to make this customized with like a galaxy theme, but then I'm realizing I've got these white boxes and I actually like how it looks like on the white boxes, so I'm gonna keep these. And that's our parcel done. Let me just tidy up a little bit. Stamps, I cannot show you my stamps because I can't show you the address of the customer, unfortunately. Can't be giving you someone's personal details. But I'm gonna show you just on a piece of paper. Actually, I could use one of those backing cards that I said I don't know what to do with. So I've got the Happy Mail and I've got a logo. So that's the logo, and that's, you've got a Happy Mail. So these are always on my postage label when I'm sending the parcels out. But yeah, that's everything, guys. I've got everything done for today, so I'm gonna throw all those images of these pins, I'm gonna throw them on the Instagram for you to vote, and that's where I'm gonna end the stream for today. So I thank you guys for coming. Last bits of Safi before we leave. Last little pets. And for Looney as well. We cannot forget Looney. Oh no, he doesn't want pets. So just Safi. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.